From the stanzas on vibration. Indeed, the individual soul does not activate the impulse of the will, which directs the body's activity by himself alone, but through his contact with his own inner strength, made in such a way that he identifies with it, thus acquiring its power. So our true nature is the source, the powerhouse, the plenum, and the ego appropriates or claims that power as its own. You see, so what this short passage is pointing to is the universal nature of power. And it is rightly pointing out that there is, in truth, no such thing as individual power. All power, as is pointed out in this passage, is universal, because the individual, as it were, is merely claiming the functioning of that power as its own. Let me read this passage again. Indeed, the individual soul, Purusha, does not activate the impulse of the will, which directs the body's activity by himself alone, but through his contact with his own inner strength, made in such a way that he identifies with it, thus acquiring its power. And so this is a beautiful passage that its main point of beauty and the main salient spiritual point here is does not activate. The individual does not activate the impulse of the will. But the impulse of the will, as it were, is activated by the universal energy. It's an extension of, or an expression of, the universal energy. And essentially actions happen, and the ego claims the action as my action. An impulse arises, and the ego comes in to claim the impulse as my impulse. But as well, we need to see and understand all there is consciousness. So to say there's universal will and there's an ego that claims is all a way of thinking about it. From the ultimate standpoint, all there is consciousness. The dance of stillness. Thank you.